Tell my son-in-law that I can wash my own clothes if he wants. I just wet myself, couldn't help it. But please, don't kick me out.
Story time of how I got used to get rid of this grandma. I got an alert in the app that someone needed a ride for someone else.
But it's only 8 a.m. Leaving for work this early? Isn't it too much?
Yep, Miss Crazy Hair. You know I can't afford to turn down rides. Have bill to pay.
Well, at least let me wrap up your sandwich to go, dear.
I'd never had a ride request in that area before.
Turn right onto Ungrateful Kids Avenue and continue straight until Toxic Family.
The place looked pretty sketchy with people on the corners rummaging through trash like they were homeless. So sad. Feels like the location is wrong.
Your destination is on the left.
I didn't see any passengers, just an old lady sitting on the corner. I thought I heard her crying, so I didn't want to disturb her. I called the user instead.
Hello?
Good afternoon, this is your Uber driver.
Yes, what's up?
I'm outside the location, but I'm not sure if it's the right address because I don't see any passengers.
Is there an old lady sitting on the corner?
Yeah.
Then you're at the right spot. Take her. She's your passenger.
What?
I added 5 Doge coins as a tip in case she messes up your car. Sorry about the smell.
Are you just gonna let her travel alone?
Yep, that woman's got no one. Bye.
I felt awful hearing those cold words. The poor lady looked so lost and dirty. She was crying like a little kid getting scolded. She made me feel so sad and I wanted to help her. Hi, ma'am, I'll be your driver. Need a hand getting up?
I don't want to go. This is my home.
Excuse me?
It's not fair they're kicking me out. I just wet myself.
I'm confused, ma'am.
I peed myself. That's why my son-in-law got mad and kicked me out of the house.
My blood boiled hearing her cry. I thought about going in and giving them a piece of my mind, but I knew I wasn't in any position to cause trouble. I'd only been with the app for a little while, and it was a stable job where I'd never had issues with passengers. I had no choice but to be kind to the poor woman and swallow my anger.
Can you help me with my things?
Of course, where are they?
They're these trash bags. I don't have suitcases.
Don't even think about taking anything other than your disgusting clothes, you filthy old hag.
Augustus, your kids are watching.
You're gonna defend her? We were having breakfast. How does she have the nerve to piss herself while cooking?
Sorry, Augustus. It won't happen again.
That's what you said last time. I'm done with you, but I'll send you somewhere you won't be a bother anymore.
She had the saddest look I'd ever seen on a passenger. I offered her a bottle of water, but she refused, probably afraid she might wet herself in my car.
They didn't even let me eat my breakfast.
You haven't eaten, ma'am?
No, but don't worry. I'm used to going hungry. It's okay.
Then I remembered that before getting the Uber alert, Miss Crazy Hair had packed me my sandwich to go. They say in my ranch, bread makes sorrows lighter.
Thank you, but I don't have money to pay you back.
Don't worry about it. Just tell me what happened.
I became a widow 4 years ago, and since my husband left me a savings account, I split it evenly between my kids as an inheritance so they wouldn't have any issues after I'm gone. I felt so happy to did that. James used it to move abroad, but he never got a decent job and lost everything in a gambling house and hasn't called me once since. Josie gave it to her husband so he could help her manage every penny. One day, I showed up at her house looking for refuge because I couldn't keep living alone at my age, but her reaction wasn't exactly what I expected.
What are you doing here, Mom?
I don't want to be a burden, sweetie, but since I already gave you and your brother all the money, I have nowhere to stay.
And what's that got to do with me?
Yeah, Mom. How is that our problem?
I was hoping maybe you'd have some space for me. I don't need much, and I promise I'll help with the housework, all the cleaning, and I could even cook for the twins.
We already have a maid. Thanks.
Wait, we could take advantage of this. Call the maid and tell her we found her replacement.
At first, they were happy because I cooked them the best dishes I learned to make back on the ranch. But the problem started when my old age issues became more and more noticeable.
I'm done putting up with your mom.
And what you want me to do? You're the one who let her stay.
I don't know, but if she pushes me any further, I'm calling my contacts to move her somewhere else. I don't care.
While the lady enjoyed her meal, the app's alert went off again.
Your destination is on the right.
Is this for real? Did these cowards hire me to abandon her in this horrible place? I can't believe it. Nothing that happened to you is fair. They don't deserve you. I'd love to help, but I don't know how.
Don't worry. Just listen to me. You've been an angel. It's been so long since anyone treated me with kindness. Thank you.
No, please. You don't owe me anything. And it was true. That old lady had no idea how grateful I was for the harsh lesson she taught me that morning. Was priceless. Luckily, the nursing home welcomed her with open arms, and it turned out to be a much better place than where she was before. Her ungrateful family got rid of her, but I gained a grandma I visit whenever I can.